Please verify the gate specifications to ensure compatibility with the opener. Accessories vary by model. For excluded items, contact customer service to purchase separately. Use the setup that suits your needs. It is recommended that the gate opener be installed at the gate's center of gravity or slightly below it. Use a marker pen to roughly mark the installation. Align the L bracket and rear bracket plate with the mounting holes for assembly. Insert the 3 bolts into the mounting holes. Place the flat washer, spring washer, and nut in turn. Tighten the nut with an adjustable wrench. Insert the release key and turn it counterclockwise to unlock the fasten bolt. Place the raised part of the front bracket into the groove at the front end of the push rod. Turn the release key clockwise to lock the fasten bolt. Align the holes of the rear bracket with the actuator. Insert the rear mounting bolt and use the nut to tighten it. Pull the gate to its fully open position. Place the rear bracket at the position marked on the post and the front bracket on the gate. Place a level on the rear bracket. And after leveling, mark the location of the rear bracket using the marker pen. Fully close the gate. Slowly turn the actuator's push rod counterclockwise to its longest position. Reposition the actuator on the gate and ensure it is not obstructed. If it is obstructed, you can adjust the rear bracket slightly to the left or right. If no suitable position is found, the rear bracket may be too short and require an extension board. The installation of the rear bracket for this setup is same as pull to open setup. Install a 12mm standard or masonry drill bit onto the electric drill. Mark on the drill bit approximately 1 centimeter longer than the length of the expansion sleeve. Drill 6 holes at the marked positions of the rear bracket using an electric drill. Remove all the washers and nuts from the expansion bolts. Remove the rear bracket from the actuator. Install the rear bracket to the gate post using the washers and nuts removed before. Tighten the nuts using an adjustable wrench. Align the mounting holes and then insert the bolt. Use a level to ensure the previously marked mounting points for the front bracket match the actuator level. Remove the actuator. Drill 2 holes at the marked position using the electrical drill with 10mm drill bit. Align the 2 holes on the front bracket and the gate. Insert the 2 bolts through the holes. Place the spring washers and nuts on the bolts. Tighten the nuts using 2 wrenches. Tighten the nut of the rear bracket slightly using an adjustable wrench.
Close the gate and put the limit stop at the gate closing position. Mark the installation location with a marking pen. Mark on the drill bit approximately 1 centimeter longer than the length of the expansion sleeve. Drill 2 holes at the marked positions of the limit stop using an electric drill. Place the limit stop on the marked position. Use a hammer to drive the expansion bolts into the ground. Use the socket to help hammer the expansion bolts into place. Install a 14mm ordinary or masonry drill bit on the low-power electric drill. Drill at least 3 holes on the bottom of the control box. Install the waterproof cable connectors. Tighten the bolts on the control board. Install 4 mounting brackets on the back of the control box and secure them with screws. Choose a suitable location for the control box. Mark the location of the control box. Mark on the drill bit approximately 1 centimeter longer than the length of the expansion sleeve. Drill 4 holes at the marked positions using an electrical drill. Hammer the expansion sleeve slightly into the holes drilled before. Align the control box mounting holes with the anchor bolts and secure them using a screwdriver. Strip the end of the extension wire using wire strippers. Strip the wire end of the actuator using wire strippers. Route the actuator wire near the control box through the waterproof connector into the control board. Strip the 2 ends of the power cable using wire strippers. Connect the power cable to the transformer. 1 wire to the positive pole, the other to the negative pole. This transformer has positive and negative poles. Pass the power cable through the waterproof connector into the control board. Take out the AC power terminal plug connector. Insert the ends of the power cable into the AC power terminal plug connector. Secure the power cable using a screwdriver. Plug the AC power terminal plug connector back in the control board. Connect the transformer to power supply and flip the power switch to minus. Check that your solar panel kit is complete with the right number of parts. First, take out the mounting brackets and align them with the angle marking facing upward. Position the bolts as needed based on the angle of sunlight and tighten them. Take out the solar panel and find the mounting holes for the brackets. Secure the brackets on both sides of the solar panel with wing bolts. Connect the panel to the solar controller. Place the solar panel on the platform and mark the mounting holes. Mark on the drill bit approximately 1 centimeter longer than the length of the expansion bolt.
Drill 4 holes at the marked positions. Hammer the expansion bolts slightly into the drilled holes. Remove all the washers and nuts from the expansion bolts. Install the brackets and secure them using the washers and nuts removed before. Retighten the fasteners using an adjustable wrench. Measure the distance from panel to the control box and trim the extension wires as needed. Strip the end of the extension wire using wire strippers. Insert the extension wire into the quick connector. Insert the power wires of the controller into the quick connector. Re-secure the wires with the electrical tape. Use the same method to extend charge wires. Pass the 2 extended wires through the waterproof connector to the control box. Of the extended charge wire using wire strippers, remove the bat terminal plug connector. Insert the ends of the extended charge wire into the BAT terminal plug connector. Insert the ends of the battery wires into the BAT terminal plug connector. Red wire for positive and black for negative. Secure the wires using a screwdriver. Plug the bat terminal plug connector back in the control board. Connect the extended power wire of the power panel to the control board in the same way. Flip the power switch to dash, and the state and charge indicators should light up. Connect the transformer to the power supply and flip the power switch to minus. Hold Func until the display reads P0. Press Inc. Shan Start until the display reads P2. Press Func again and the display reads 10. Use Inc. Start or Dex Shan Smart to change the value to 15. Press Func to save the change. You should hear a short beep if the change was successful. Hold Func until the display reads P0. Press Inc. Start until the display reads P2. Press Func again and the display reads 10. Use Inc. Shai Start or Dex Shai Smart to change the value to 5. Press Func to save the change. You should hear a short beep if the change was successful. Hold Func until the display reads P0. Press Inc. Start until the display reads P3. Press Func again and the display reads 10. Use Inc. Start or Dex Smart to change the value to 5. Press Func to save the change. You should hear a short beep if the change was successful. Slide the cover upwards to remove it. Prepare the location for the receiver close to control box 2, 4.9 feet above the ground. Mark the location of the receiver. Mark on the drill bit approximately 1 centimeter longer than the length of the expansion tube. Drill 3 holes at the marked positions of the receiver. Hammer the expansion tubes into the holes drilled before. Align the receiver mounting holes with the anchor bolts and secure them using a screwdriver. Determine the location of the transmitter based on the location of the receiver. Tape the transmitter for testing. Mark the location of the transmitter. Connect the input cable to the receiver. Pass output cable through the wiring hole and connect it to the receiver. Turn off the power by toggling the rocker switch to O. Connect the input cable to the control board. Take out the terminal plug connector. Insert the ends of the input cable into the terminal plug connector according to the diagram on the left. Secure the cables using a screwdriver. Plug the terminal plug connector back in the control. Connect the output cable to the transmitter. Turn on the power by toggling the rocker switch to off. When an obstacle passes by, the indicator light turns on, indicating that the installation position is correct. Drill 3 holes where the transmitter was marked before, and install the transmitter using expansion tubes and bolts. Add the previously removed covers by sliding the covers downwards. Secure the infrared sensors using Phillips screws. Use the included wrench to remove the locking screw. Separate the cover and the body. Determine the installation location and mark the mounting holes. Mark the length of the mounting screw on the drill bit. Drill 2 holes at the marked positions using an electrical drill. Insert the expansion tubes into the drilled holes and tap them gently with a hammer. Align the cover mounting holes with the expansion tubes and secure them using mounting screws. Use sealing tape to totally cover the 2 holes. Install the batteries into the body. You should hear a short beep. Slide the body back to the cover. Replace the cover locking bolt to secure the keypad using the provided hex wrench. Pairing press learn on the control board. Press 1 or 2 4 times on the keypad and then press number sign in 10 seconds. You should hear a short beep and RF indicator light up. Assemble the electrical gate lock. Determine the location of the lock and mark it. Drill holes at the marked position. Install the lock receiver onto the gate using M8 bolts, flat washers, spring washers, and nuts. You may need to open the gate to tighten the nuts outside. Tighten the nuts using an adjustable wrench. Install the lock body onto the gate in the same way. Place a washer onto the clevis pin and insert the locking pin into the hole of the clevis pin. Bend the locking pin to secure it in place. Connect the cable to the lock. Secure the cable using some electrical tape. Route the cable to the control box through the plastic conduit and secure them to the gate with zip ties. Take out the terminal plug connector, insert the ends of the cable into the lock terminal. Reinstall the terminal plug connector onto the control board. Flip the power switch to and wait 5 seconds. Hold Func until the display reads P0. Press Ink, start until the display reads P7. P7 represent the motor 1 opening delay. Press Func again and the display reads 02. Use Ink, Start, or Deck Smart to change the value to 5. Press Func to save the change. You should hear a short beep if the change was successful. Adjust the parameter P8 to 5 in the same way. P8 represents motor 2 closing delay. Adjust the parameter PB to 5 in the same way. PB represents functioning time of the electric lock. Connect the cable to the control board. Insert the ends of the cable into the terminal. Wire the range adjustment board to the exit wand. Secure them using electrical tape. Reinstall the terminal plug connector onto the control board. Put the range adjustment board into the control box and fix it with double-sided tape. Turn on the gate opener.